All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for the Book of Boba Fett, episode 4. All right,
Papa Fett has a baby Rancor.
Yeah, he got himself a mount potentially, and it's very exciting because of all the things he's added to his arsenal. Rancor was one that was not on my list of things I thought he would get quickly. I'm like, sure, maybe that big, pterosaur thing that was, with like 4 arms and all that. That, maybe get one of those. But no.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, jetpacks are cool and everything and more practical, but it doesn't quite, strike the same impression on the people that see you.
Yeah, but also, it's a baby Rancor. It's got a print on him. It's got stuff there.
And we might get some adorable, parent and child stuff.
Yep. Yeah, we got our Beastmaster. You have to train him how to do it as well. And then we've also got, just the idea of, some cool Rancor lore in that they're not all, evil monsters just because they're ugly and powerfully strong and they hurt Luke in episode 6 a little bit. No,
they're good boys.
They're good boys. Yeah. Exactly. But we're starting to build up the power base of Boba Fett.
We are indeed.
He does need a lot more though because he's up against an actual crime gang that spans
multiple planets.
Yeah, the Outer Rim really. The Pikes were something that were built up a lot in the TV shows that have come out on the animated side of things.
Gotcha.
And it's kind of cool to now have them in live action where it's like, oh shit, yeah, actually cool. One of the syndicates, as they're called now, actually in play here. And it's not one that's from old EU lore that got brought in.
No, this is a new thing.
It's a new thing. So
now, granted, while they only said that there was a dozen or a couple dozen or something that showed up with the Advance Force, they're going to be bringing more. And those 3 groups that are here right now, the Akalish the Klatooinians and the Trandoshans.
Yep.
I get the feeling they're not going to be siding with you, Boba.
No, you need to quickly go about trying to recruit them individually.
You're a cool person and all, but this is an organization.
Right.
And can you fight a war as you are now? Probably not.
Can you even promise them enough, value to make your side look promising?
Yep.
I mean, really, you really should have grabbed Black Chrysanthemum, the Wookiee.
Yeah.
That would have been a great person to have flanking you. Fennec on one side, right?
Him on the other.
And then him on the other. And it'd just be like, who could say no to you at that point?
Yeah, exactly. Just no harm, no offense taken, but would you like to work for me?
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna make you tear people's arms off
unless you want to,
unless you really, really want to, and I also want you to. But I mean, he looked like a fucking gladiator. I know. So that's its own thing there. But okay. If this is where he's starting with this now, maybe he can go out and basically recruit other Tusken, tribes and stuff
possibly.
Like that. He is an honorary actual Tusken,
right?
As far as things go, he
whether
has the gaffy stick.
Yes, that's true. Because I was going to say other tribes might not recognize him.
Well, he burned a bunch of stuff,
right? But he does have the gaffy stick, and he knows their customs and everything. But also, given that the Advance Force is really small, maybe he could earn the respect of the crime, groups that are here by first, say, wrecking the people that did show up with Fennec, and Power Rangers, and then going to them and being like, hey, we kicked their asses, they're going to send more, we'd like your help,
Right. Just
more bargaining from a position of strength.
That's great and all. I respect your group, but we were here first, so get off, or we're going to make things really difficult for you. And I think that Boba could actually get a lot of points from doing that side respectfully. Then when they decline, and he's like, okay, cool, tomorrow, it's on. You better have brought more people than
a couple dozen.
20 of you or something like that.
Because that won't be enough.
That won't be enough.
No.
Yeah. So, y'all, without further ado, let's get into this.
All right.
Not today, oh girl. Still too many guards. Let's get something to eat.
Gotcha. So he was figuring out, like, could I actually just go in there and take it over?
Oh. That's weird. Oh, nice!
Oh,
Mandalorian,
cool.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Cool.
This
is where he's gonna save Fennec.
Yeah.
When this happened in The Mandalorian, I remember being like, there's no way it's Boba Fett.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
So now it's just tied back in nicely.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Nice. This is where they get the job done.
Yep.
Okay.
Aren't you a little old to be here?
She needs modification.
What did Fennec get done?
No walk-ins.
Okay.
This woman is about to die.
Well, you should have started with that.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Oh,
Are we actually gonna see
Wait,
it?
does she have like a reinforced
I don't know.
internal setup now?
All right.
Ah,
Cool.
that's crazy. Yep.
Damn.
Oh God, this looks grody.
Aren't you gonna close her up?
Cover all that beautiful machinery.
Oh, it's art.
All right.
She can choose to do that herself. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's like his business card, basically.
Right. Oh. Oh, that would take some getting used to. That's a whole chunk of her gut.
Uh-huh.
You were dying of a gut shot. I saved your life.
What did you do to me?
I brought you to a mod parlor on the outskirts of Mos Eisley.
Nice. Yeah. Yep.
It takes some getting used to. The time you start to crave it. You are Master Assassin Fennec Shand of the Midroom.
I take it I'm worth more alive, huh?
You are.
Yep.
Who are you?
I am Boba Fett.
She's like,
Oh, shit.
oh. I'll
Boba
keep
is
forgetting.
dead.
I was left for dead on the sands of Tatooine. I was rescued by the Sand People. They took me in, treated me as one of their own. I tried to help them. Instead, I got them massacred by Nikto speedbikers.
That's highly unlikely.
Yeah. It's the Pikes.
I want you to help me. Help me recover my fire spray gunship.
Yes.
And they called it by its model name.
Where is it?
Jabba the Hutt's palace.
Gotcha. Okay.
Big Fortuna
Makes sense.
took over his territory, and now he rules from that palace. If the ship is yours, why don't you just ask for it back?
Because I might not like the answer. Without my armor, I'm less persuasive.
Yes, yeah. Nice.
If I help you, my debt is paid.
Fair.
If that is what you wish.
All right.
And
Cool.
thus starts a very wonderful partnership. I understand. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like this is a great way to like a great motivation for all this.
Mm-hmm.
Because that is one of the things that did seem like
why is he still on Tatooine?
Well, but also why did he have it in? Or wait, no, they got it back in Mandalorian, didn't they? Yeah.
So
The
you
ship's
can't.
there, right?
Oh shit.
Any idea how many guards?
I can't tell. The gate opens, some come out, some go in.
Let's take a closer look.
And we're in.
Cool.
It's time. It's time to say farewell, my friend. You served me well.
Ah.
Yes, I know. I'm gonna miss you too, old girl.
And she's just like, this is Boba Fett.
You're free to roam the Dune Sea.
Oh.
Shouldn't you wait until we get your ship back before you do that?
Why? Either I get it or I die.
What's next for you?
I'm gonna find my armor.
Yep.
And I'm gonna kill that bloated pig who double-crossed me. Take his throne. The Tuskens took me in. Made me part of their tribe.
It's changed me.
I was ready to leave hunting behind.
People like us don't get to decide when we're finished. Ah,
There are too many guards.
Yeah. Once they consolidate.
then we time their patrol. And go in quiet.
Yep. Very quiet.
All right.
The gate's
I
still
like
gonna be
it.
shut though. They're not getting through there. Oh
yeah, no
assassin's
problem.
tools. Hell yeah.
Yep.
Hell yeah. Got a cooking droid here. A bunch of cooking droids.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's fun. All right.
It is Majesty's audience chamber.
Right. I can't believe I'm the cook now.
Yeah, this protocol droid might be useful.
What was that?
I don't know. More rats?
Go find it. I will contact the rat catcher.
They have a rat catcher.
I don't think it was a rat. Call security.
Oh,
Calling security.
I am the security.
And then Fennec comes out with a gun and shoots it.
And Fennec pop.
The door.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. This is too funny.
This is why you need a gun, Boba.
Gotcha.
We're getting an interrogation with this
Boba
thing.
Fett.
Okay, yeah. All right.
Oh.
Wow. That was great.
That was amazing. Oh, do they see the broken droids?
Yeah, probably. All right.
Okay.
Cool.
Watch these two Gamorreans end up being the same Gamorreans.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah.
You go. I'll handle them. Make sure that thing can still fly.
Hey, this will be just like an Attack of the Clones. Just get in that seat, turn on the guns, and just
Oh,
nice.
Gonk. Oh, whoa. Nice move.
Get out of here.
Oh yeah, sure. Just get on the ship. You don't need to. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, that poor Gamorrean.
Oh.
What the hell are you doing?
We need to get the gate open, but I can't see a thing.
I'm a little busy here.
Nice. Cool. Turns back around. Launches a single missile.
Right.
Next time, we stick to the plan.
Next time.
Now your debt is paid.
You did just.
Where would you like to be dropped?
Where are you headed?
I have a few scores to settle.
Yeah, it's not necessarily him that would have stolen the ship, though. That's the thing.
Well, he did tell the one droid that they were interrogating, "I'm Boba Fett," before it turned itself off.
Oh, you're right.
So, you know.
Yeah. Oh, there it is. There it is. Oh, you guys are dead. You done goofed.
And they're not gonna hear it coming because they're.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Jesus. Oh my god. This is carnage.
Yeah.
Jeez. Oh shit.
Hang on.
Oh wait.
The
this is
Sarlacc pit?
The Sarlacc pit. Yeah. Yeah.
That's where I was trapped all those years ago. That's where I'll find my armor.
In there.
Right.
Oh.
It's dissolved.
Not this one.
Beskar. Damn it. I can't see a thing.
Be careful.
Oh.
That's grody.
She's like, I'm not a fan of this. Oh, yeah. You realize how big this thing is, right?
Yeah.
Oh!
Holy shit. Holy shit.
Oh my god. You coming to my house?
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh my god!
It's like fishing with dynamite.
Next time, don't touch my buttons.
I mean, just be surprised she knew that would do it. Like, I don't think she knew you had seismic charges.
I mean,
It served its purpose. It saved you from the acid. What you need to find is a Bacta tank.
ha ha ha. Don't worry. I spend the beginning of every episode of this show in one of those.
Are you serious about forming your own house?
How many times have you been hired to do a job that was avoidable? If they only took the time to think. I'm tired of our kind dying because of the idiocy of others. If I'm going to start a house, I need brains and muscle.
But I'm an independent contractor. I'll do jobs for you.
Yeah.
But I value my freedom.
I can offer you something no client ever has. Loyalty. I will cut you in on the success.
Ooh, yeah.
Pledge my life to protect yours.
Oh, damn.
Okay.
You can only get so far without a tribe.
Nice.
Oh.
Nice. Good line.
That's good. Here we go. And that was his like testament to her. No, it didn't make me soft. And he kills Bib, you know, like no question, just gone.
You're dead.
Whoa! Well, Jesus.
I'm waiting for him to just punch down on one of their faces.
He's like, you thought that was gonna do something.
It's just, uh-oh.
I think you've made your point. I remember your years in the pit.
Oh.
I've never seen a more impressive display of martial prowess. You were a legend. Thousands once cheered such a display. But those days have passed. In this more civilized place, in these more civilized times. There. Isn't that better? And you have nothing left to prove.
Oh, he's gonna do it.
You
He's gonna do it.
are a champion. You are above such pettiness.
He's like, yeah.
Yeah. I knew it. Yeah.
He's like, no, I don't think so.
And then he pays it.
Then he pays,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh, hey.
I'm really glad that they had that in here.
Yeah.
You were all once
Yes.
captains under the hut, but you quickly left the family when Fortuna claimed to be the heir. He was a terrible leader with no right to the throne. You all accrued wealth and riches under Jabba the Hutt. You can again, if you listen to Boba Fett.
I may sit on that throne, but I have no designs on any of your territories. I ask for no tribute or quarter, and I expect to give none either. The Pike Syndicate are mustering troops in Mos Espa.
Mm-hmm.
They have slowly absorbed our planet as part of their spice trade. They have bribed the mayor.
We make many credits from the sale of spice in our territories.
And why do you deserve to be the daimyo? What prevents us all from killing you and taking what we want?
Ah, nice. Yeah, you might want to move from the table.
Master Garfolloquox asks what it is that you are proposing.
I am proposing that all the families of Mos Espa join in a defensive alliance until the Pike Syndicate is vanquished.
They have only challenged your territory.
Then I will fight these battles alone. I will vanquish these interlopers who threaten our planet. I will make the streets safe again.
And then I'll be
so all in this room can prosper. All I ask in return is that you remain neutral if the Pike Syndicate approaches you to betray me.
Oh.
All right.
That's extremely fair.
Yeah. They're like, yeah, we can do that.
I abide.
All right.
So no alliance, just
neutrality.
Neutrality, yeah.
Yep.
That's
huge.
That's huge, but it's something that they can betray at any moment.
They absolutely can.
Oh.
They may be stubborn, but they are not foolish enough to see that the Pikes would eventually take over the whole planet. Either way, we must prepare for war.
How much treasure do we have in reserve?
Yeah.
I have plenty of credits. What I'm short on is muscle.
Credits can buy muscle.
Mm-hmm.
If you know where to look.
Oh.
Wait.
Oh.
Wait a minute.
Whoa.
No.
Oh shit.
Really?
Wait.
All right, yeah. Sure.
All right, yep.
Okay.
Right,
I see what you're doing. All right.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. I like this episode.
I liked how this episode went, not just because it hinted at certain things potentially happening in future episodes, which very much excites me. But like
Mando's coming back.
And I feel like that totally fits because Grogu went with Luke and everything. So what's he gonna be doing? But also it's something that I'm really excited that the other families on Tatooine didn't agree to help Boba.
Yes.
Because I wanted
he's not strong enough yet to be really worth their time.
Yes, yeah. he's not strong enough yet on like an influence level, but two, I'm not excited about this show to see armies fighting for Boba. I'm excited about this show to see Boba being badass, right?
Or Boba struggling really to rise. Basically.
Yeah, that too, but like So the idea that it could be something where it's like, okay, we're a small elite band, right? And then you can basically have them going up against, insurmountable odds, but they're also really badass. So, like that's something that gets me really excited. The fact that Chrysanthemum's on their group now.
Yes.
It's like, yes, awesome.
Slowly but surely, every single character in this show is going to get Nakamud, and then it's going to be...
right.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, all right. We're also done with flashbacks.
Yeah, it did seem like they sort of meta told us
sorts,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, and we thought that before, so it's always possible there could be more, but they did say you're done healing, and they did all this stuff to tie in with the Mandalorian thing, so there's not really much more to
Right, because of the encounter where he actually saved Fennec's life, we now know how he saved Fennec's life, which I did not think they were going to go to that extreme with the modifications, but oh, wow.
Yep.
Yeah.
And now that I think about it, like I feel like we might have seen in the times that we saw Fennec after we saw her with the cybernetic stomach.
Did. We did. Yeah.
As just sort of that, like, not to go into it too much, explanation of how she survived, right?
Right.
But now we actually get to see it, and the fact that we get to, like, that's the cybernetics in Star Wars. There's something that I very much am a fan of. So the fact that we got to see someone getting the work done on them, even though we because it's a show, we don't get to see too much of like the actual like details of them working on the body, but
we saw the blood pumping in and out of the heart through the tubes.
Fun stuff,
which is really exciting.
Yep.
So, we have our stakes raised basically for the rest of the show, or at least this season, I would say. The Pikes versus Boba and company.
Right.
Right now, Boba has no one other than Din, really, Mandalorian, to recruit that is obvious off the gate here.
Right.
But the idea that this show is, on a meta level, comfortable with crossovers,
right,
means that anyone theoretically from the Mandalorian show can now show up here because their main character could actually, at the very least, be on a holo call with Boba Fett in the beginning of the next episode.
And this could also be a way to bring in other potential characters that haven't been introduced into the live-action canon yet, which I am a big fan of.
I am a huge fan of that.
Yeah. And I also really like the fact that they just brought up the whole money side of things, because since Boba has took over Bib's territories, but even then, he's only, like... He's taken over Bib's territories, but there's been some hiccups with that. So the idea of like, okay, how does this organization work? If you're going to be hiring people like Chrysanthemum, do you have the money to do it? And Boba's like, yeah, no. Even treasury aside, I've got plenty of credits. Right.
This is something that I really love because it's never really talked about in Star Wars in any serious way outside of points where it's very necessary for the plot. Is the fact that credits, Republic credits no good out here. What is the money in this universe, right? How does it work? Well, we have Boba, who was one of the top 3 bounty hunters in the whole galaxy.
When the galactic
a decade ago.
Yeah, when Vader hires you among others to help hunt down the leaders of the single organization that opposes the Empire, you're making bank. You are making stupid money.
You're alongside IG-88.
Right.
You're alongside, Bosk.
Right. When Jabba the Hutt pays you to just be a bodyguard, right? He's paying Boba a lot of money just for the recognition and the, hell yeah, that's how rich I am. Boba's here on salary to just hang around me.
And Boba's money didn't just disappear into thin air once he was killed,
Right.
It's just going to sit there in some,
account somewhere.
Right.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm going to make a wire. A space wire,
He's like, I'll call up my financial assistant that was investing my funds while I was... yes, good. Yeah, 12% year over year.
So you're actually broke because the Empire collapsed, So actually, I'm sorry, we have 10,000
I thought I
credits.
told you to invest in Beskar.
So no one produced Beskar since the
exactly. You should be appreciating, But, yeah. I don't know where that came from.
I know. So the idea that Boba's like, all right, let's spend our money.
Yep.
Let's bring in some people off-world to Tatooine. I like the idea, though, that the Pikes probably have already thought of this and have done it already as well.
Yep.
And that's a way that we can introduce more characters to the show from their side of things.
Exactly.
But then also the way in which this won't just become let's just bring in everybody. Some people be like, oh no, we were already offered by the Pikes and we heard that it was to deal with you. And out of respect, we said no.
Out of respect, we opened our panel and hit the power button and we're just like, I'm not dealing with this.
That was such a great moment.
It's something where seeing Boba hunt after, chase a little droid is not necessarily peak Boba that I would necessarily be expecting, but idea...
It's peak main character.
It's just peak main character.
The little shitty, stupid droid just running around.
Right, and I am all for more droids with personality.
Yes,
so, especially given that so far we don't really have a droid that's working with Boba, we have the translator droid, but that's
about it.
That's about it, right?
Yeah, droids with personality carried this entire franchise on its back.
That's what it was based on. God damn it!
That's what the whole story started with for the first 20 minutes.
Yep. So I am so glad that we got that. That was wonderful, and I love just the idea of a droid being like. Now, granted, of course, that wouldn't necessarily work because he could just open the panel and turn you back on again, right? But it's you don't need to worry about me. just don't kill me. I literally cannot.
I cannot turn myself back on. So,
right, exactly.
So I can't.
Throw me in a trash can somewhere. It'll be fine.
I feel like that scene was made specifically just for people to GIF and share on social media.
Right.
So when you can't even.
Yeah. When you're just leaving the thread or the conversation or whatever, But yeah, that was awesome.
Wonderful. But also. Favorite thing about this episode that is with regards to Boba, though, is how much time we spent getting to know him again. Because Fennec brought up some interesting points in that you, Boba, are someone that is notorious, but you are different now.
Right.
You are
what
not
changed?
the same. What changed?
Yeah.
And we get to see what changed. And this is something that I feel like is a very natural progression. It feels like in some ways what happens when a sports
near-death
athlete.
experience. Or...
Well, no. I'm going to make a connection to the real world here. When a sports athlete who basically gets too old to be doing that shit anymore realizes in some ways that there are going to be more players coming into the field of things, and the ways in which things are not done well, things could be done better, and you're like, I'm going to make a difference. I'm going to be the one that leads the things in this direction. I'm going to be the one that takes, influence here. I'm going to use my
leverage
name.
my experience.
I'm going to leverage my experience and all that stuff. And I'm going to become, a coach now.
Sure.
It feels very similar to that, except we're in a cutthroat kill or be killed galaxy where, no, it's not just that things are being done poorly. No.
Yeah.
It's that there's a nasty, just ugly side of this whole thing where, people are being like, oh, what's the dream of being a bounty hunter like Boba Fett or what have you? It's like, no. You guys don't know what it's really like.
And I loved the fact that he talked with Fennec about the people we worked for. They were idiots,
stupid.
Because really,
morons,
when they were working commission, basically, when they were getting commission for stuff, it'd just be you're really rich and you have something that you want done, so you hire the best, right?
Yep.
But is the best what you needed?
Nope.
Oftentimes, probably not.
Nope.
And it's just, okay, sure, I'll be your lapdog for a bit because you are giving me fat stacks, right?
Yep.
And then you go on your way, right?
But then what happens to you? This is a really interesting thing to talk about. I love the culture of bounty hunters in the Star Wars EU. There's a couple really cool storylines that get involved, some of them with Boba Fett, actually, but with other characters that basically realize the mortality of
this line of work
and all that is that you're going to be, dead at about half of your average life expectancy.
Yep.
You're going to get all this money that's going to go and do nothing once you die.
Right.
In some cases, the idea is almost like if you then went and did all this work, you became this wealthy bounty hunter,
At some point, you'd want to retire, right?
Retire,
but then
then what? What do you give back? What do you? Yeah, how do you create something that matters? How do you leave a legacy?
How do you enjoy life? Like, yeah, you could just become
a hedonist
on like a vacation spot somewhere or whatever. Right. But you know, like after the life of bounty hunting,
could you actually enjoy that?
Yeah, nothing would be exciting after living a life as a bounty hunter.
Yeah,
let's be real.
In some ways, you would either be kind of fucked in the head because of all the murder you've done. Maybe you have a code of I don't kill, so you do a bunch of jobs where you rip people from their families, you do like all kinds of other horrible stuff. Then you just have to watch as you retire, the one who made all the money and stuff is doing that. They keep doing whatever their shit is, which is, most likely illegal and probably immoral on multiple levels, and you're just like, yeah,
how do I feel about all this?
Yeah, what room is there left for you? And I'm guessing it's kind of like the soldier kind of thing where it's like
how do you adjust back to regular life?
How do I adjust? Yeah. And there have been storylines in the Star Wars EU of retired bounty hunters, and they're very cool storylines because they focus on the idea of, okay, what are you going to be now? You're just going to be like I don't know, like
just some wealthy dude somewhere,
of some kind. You like pick up a hobby or something.
Open a gun range and teach sharpshooting practice, to like aspiring bounty hunters or something. Right.
But then you have like Fennec. She's not a bounty hunter. She's an assassin.
Yeah,
that is very specific.
It's a very specific brand and subset of bounty hunting.
Yeah, I kill people and I make sure nobody knows that it was me.
Which, by the way, I gotta say, the infiltration stuff they did in Jabba's palace this episode, I really liked some of the gadgets that she pulled out because it
they all made sense for her to have.
They all made sense for her to have.
Extremely perfectly useful.
Right, they weren't crazy out there. It felt very much just like, yes, this makes sense.
This is the scrap I would have at home,
Yep. And most of the time when I see assassins portrayed in stories, it's usually very unassassin-y and kind of boring because assassins, if they do their job right, nothing, it is very boring, right? It's just quiet and you go in there and you do your thing, right? So the idea that she had something of like, I can just cut through metal stuff, at places, and I have a scouting, drone that just gets the information of the facility, like that made sense, right? It helps build her up in my mind as, yes, she was a professional assassin. She knows what she's doing.
Yeah, I feel more like I understand more this world of professional criminals, basically, in the Star Wars universe through Fennec. In some ways, even more than Boba, because Boba is
he's out of the game.
Yeah, he's the anti-bounty hunter right now. He's completely adjusted out of this. So Chrysanthemum then being brought into things here as being the one who's not even a bounty hunter necessarily.
No,
he was a gladiator.
Yeah,
he was a arena fighter. He was someone that made entertainment out of the fight, the hunt, the kill.
The opposite of the assassin.
Right, the exact opposite of the assassin. So how do all three of these very different people
work together
and then create something out of this? And that's going to be very interesting.
Yeah.
And if we get probably not for the for the forever time, but if we get like Din to come back, and he works with them for a time. I mean, there's some really cool things they can set up for Mandalorian season 3.
Oh yeah,
and I really want to see. Yeah, I really want to see we're the three kind of awkward ones here. Let's bring in a current bounty hunter that also went through a big dramatic personal change.
Yes,
recently,
but kind of a young buck by comparison.
Oh yes, very much the. These three are the old chiseled veterans, they've been through shit. But then, his armor's still relatively clean,
Yeah, it's spiffy, Yeah, so and also just, I love Mandalorian, so the fact that we can get another one in here, it's just
and one can lead to more, so there are other Mandalorians that could get involved in this if it's a bigger ordeal.
Yeah, there was the one clan that, got trashed by the Empire and everything, right? But there could be others out there. There could be survivors.
I mean, there's just the ones that literally worked with Mando in season 2.
Yeah, that too. I mean, they might be busy with, Mandalorian things, but
that's true.
That's very true. They could,
We'll see. But yeah. I understand Boba as a character now a lot more, and it's sometimes hard for me to separate past EU Boba Fett stuff with the Boba that we're meeting right now. And I like that now that we're caught up to the present, I understand the vision essentially of the show, and that they're like, we need to communicate very emphatically that Boba has changed, but you should be excited that Boba has changed.
Exactly.
Because I didn't know fully, or was able to track really entirely, what kind of changes they were really focusing on here, because weirdly enough, he hadn't spoken about any of this stuff until now.
That's one of the tough things about having him be with the Tuskens. While the Tuskens were, quite frankly, some of my favorite parts of the show.
Yeah,
it was still great. Something where it felt very disconnected from the rest of the show. And given that they didn't talk, or we didn't even get like subtitles or, you know, or things like that, there wasn't much conversation that happened there.
Right.
All we get is that I guess Boba's changing because the way we see him act in the present is different. And, you know, for some people, not what they were wanting. If they were wanting sort of just the ruthless badass Boba Fett, you know, kind of style.
Which is okay, because this is showing that where that's going.
Exactly. But we didn't understand that necessarily, how deep that transformation went until probably this episode with that conversation.
But the reason why this is not the way they did it in The Mandalorian was the opposite. We had the stoic main character who said very little, whereas all the side characters were very colorful and talkative. That's easier to do. And this is the thing that I think this is kind of tricky here, is that in some ways people were like, oh, how are you going to have a main character that barely ever speaks, so you don't even see his face? It's like, no, that works relatively well.
You get an emotional core in Baby Yoda that is then the
it's done really early. So having, in the beginning of this show, multiple episodes focused on him basically talking to ones that we can't even understand. It's really hard for us to then have his motivations actually brought to the surface in any meaningful way that gives us a level of excitement about the progression in which he's going on, because we don't know what direction he's going, really.
It's hard to get us to even understand what the motivations are, let alone be excited about them.
So I am glad that now we know his motivations. We are very, very clear on them. And he has people in the story near him that are going to make those motivations somewhat show progress really quickly. Now, what kind of progress? Will it be successful progress for the most part? We don't know. That's exciting.
I would love to see Boba get more W's, like, that are his W's, not like the people around him, because like, now that the healing has been, you know, finished, I would like to see it more of like him scraping the rust off of his tool set, you know, and being like, okay, that's how this works. And
first one was in this episode was getting Chrysanthemum. That was just an easy one. Really
he didn't really have to do anything for that.
And then the next one is basically saying, all right, this is my deal. I know that you're probably getting threatened by the Pikes to either be neutral or join up with us in the same way. But I will say, no, be neutral or join us. But no matter which you choose, I'm not going to demand anything from you. Which is like,
that was a cool move.
That was a very cool move.
But like, even getting his ship back, that felt like something that was more Fennec being awesome than Boba, you know?
Oh, no. I feel like that was more of a thing of where like Boba is rusty, but like, I mean, he went and did it. I mean,
but like,
you've been scoping out this place for a bit, but
But like, the person who seemed to do most of the work at all the points seemed to be her. Like, even when he was like trying to get the ship out, you know, it's like he's crashing it into the wall and things like that, or, you know, she has to be the one to hold off the troops, to shoot the chain on the weight thing, you know, to scout out the place, to get him through the tunnel, you know, like
right.
He would not have been able to do this, no chance, without Fennec. Fennec theoretically maybe could have done this by herself.
I think
like, it would have been a lot more dangerous, risky.
I think that she couldn't have done it by herself. No,
but
I don't think she could have done it by herself. That's why the ship was basically going through there. As long as they kept coming through there, he basically would have been just, I mean, well, she would have been just, you know,
right. She would have had she would have had to figure something else out, right? But, you know, yeah.
But all right. Now Can we get our boy Din back?
That'd be pretty great.
And maybe
some other characters.
Maybe some other characters to cameo because this is one of the things. Like I don't really care about having too much fan service. If that's the problem, I feel like that's a decent problem to have. But like this show, I think could use a big fat dollop of fan service. Just
right. Because this is kind of the fan service show. Like Mandalorian was great and everything, right?
But
it was kind of also doing its own thing, right?
It was kind of trying to currying back the favor of the fans to be
like, for Star Wars in general.
We don't need to tell a Skywalker story. We don't need to tell a complicated story. We can just have a spaghetti western,
right? Where
there's very little plot at all.
Yeah, but Book of Boba Fett, that's basically saying book of fan service. You know, and that's not a bad thing.
That's not a bad thing.
So let's lean into it.
Yeah. But y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the full-length timer version of this reaction, go check out the link in the description below. For our Patreon, you can get an early access. That means any level of support there gets you access to our Discord, where you can chat with us and the community there about Star Wars, about TV shows, anime stories, and stuff like that. And also be sure to check out our Twitch channel.
We stream every weekday. The info's in the description.
Yeah, so if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all
next time.